So take a moment, if we could move into a circle. Okay. Do a little picture walk through. Okay. So what are you thinking right now? Any ideas, just from the pictures, what this might be about? Are you?
Maybe the part over here is showing off the crane over here that's in the water.
So Ayub is thinking maybe the peacock is showing off. What makes you think that? Is there a clue that gives you that idea?
All the feathers are up and it looks like if he's laughing at the other one.
Thank you.
I think the peacock might be angry because he looks like he's yelling.
Thank you. So inside here. Okay, Jason, can you turn inside for a moment, please? Thank you. The peacock looks like he's yelling. Okay. So I think there's going to be some kind of a conflict between the peacock and the crane. And at the end, we can expect to find a moral. So as you're thinking, put your thinking caps on. Okay. You're going to be thinking about maybe what the moral of the story is, or what these, we're going to put it in our own words, okay? Or what the characters are like. So I'm going to let you read on your own. Okay, I'm going to read with Ayub. And you can spread anywhere on the carpet where you're comfortable. We'll come back together when we're done. Okay, you come sit right beside me. So let's review your goals. What were you good at last time? What were we doing really well?
You read each word without skipping any.
Thank you. And then we were going to work on rereading, right? Skipping a word and coming back at the end of a sentence, because sometimes the sentence helps to give us clues, right? So come sit close to me. And let's start reading. JC, go over there. All right, come closer. Okay, go ahead. Nice and loud.
Peacock flew. He was the most beautiful bird in the world.
Okay, let's stop and let's go back. Kind of looks like through, but let's try that again. A peacock thought.
He spent all day showing off his feathers. One day a crane landed at the pond. No nearby the two fish for frogs. When the peacock saw the crane, he started to brag.
Let's try that one again. That's a hard word. Can you find any parts that you know? Find any sounds that you know?
The AR.
The AR, okay. I noticed you doing something really regularly. You were doing a lot more self-correcting. Did you notice that? What were you thinking in your head?
Oh, I was thinking like if it made sense, if the sentence made sense, and if it didn't, I would go back and try it again.
That's a really big improvement, isn't it? Yeah, and how's that working for you?
Better.
It's working better, so off you go. You can go and read on your rest on your own now. Good job. You're all done. Okay, do you want to come read with me? Okay. Do you remember what you were doing well? Last time we had a conference, do you remember what you were doing well? Okay, I'll tell you what you were doing well, okay? You were actually self-correcting more. You were making more sense of what you were reading, okay? Which is really good because that means that you're checking for understanding. And we were working on, remember you were leaving out words and sounds and parts of words? Okay, so let's have a read together and see how that's going, okay? Okay, where do you want to read from? Should we start from there? Okay.
A peacock thought he was the most beautiful bird in the world. He spent all day showing off his feathers. One day, a crane landed at the pond nearby to fish for frogs. When the peacock saw the crane, he started to...
That's a hard one. What can we do when we get to a difficult word?
Skip it and come back.
Where are you looking? That's good thinking. So skip it and come back. Do you think we should try that one? Okay, let's try. So when the peacock saw the crane, keep going.
back and front,
Good.
showing off his beautiful feathers, but the
Okay,
crane...
let's just stop. So we read to the end. When the peacock saw the crane, he started to back and forth, showing off his beautiful feathers. So let's think about that. He's going back and forth. Let's go back to that word. He started to. Now, can you find the sounds you know there?
Parade.
Parade. Now, did that help going to the end of the sentence? How did that help? Did it give you a clue, maybe? Yeah, by walking back and forth, just like they do in parades. Okay, so that is a strategy that might work when you're getting to hard words. Okay, go ahead. Let the
The
crane-
crane just keep on fishing.
Let's stop. Does that make sense? Let the crane just keep on fishing. At the end of this, when we're all done, we're going to update your star and a wish, okay? And we're going to write down that maybe we should try skipping some words in the sentence. I think that might be a good strategy because you try a lot of the other ones usually, okay? And that's one that we really haven't worked on very much with you. Good job. All right. So before we share our thinking, let's go to a couple little tricky parts of the text. So let's go back to page 1 and let's go to the third paragraph. Let's read that one together. Okay. It says, are you with me? Yeah. It says, when the peacock saw the crane, he started to parade back and forth, showing off his beautiful feathers. What do you think that might mean if he's parading? I know what a parade is, right? When a bunch of people walk down the street. What do you think it might mean if the peacock is parading? Anson?
Walk in front and then that.
That's right, sort of walking in a show-off kind of way.
Like just one peacock doing walk back and forth.
Walking back and forth. Thank you.
Maybe walking back and forth so then he would be able to see, if he was to look up, he would be able to see wherever he is.
Thank you. Let's go to where he calls the crane ordinary. Do you remember reading that part?
Yeah, right here.
Good detective work. Let's go to page 3. Okay, Jason, open to page 3. And he's yelling at the crane, isn't he? He's sort of giving a bunch of put-downs. And he says, yoo-hoo, crane, what is it like to be so ordinary? What do you think that might mean? If he's using it, I don't think he's saying it in a nice way. It sounds like he's teasing. Okay. What do you think ordinary might mean?
Maybe ugly.
Maybe ugly, possibly, or?
Just plain.
Just plain. Jason, do you have any ideas?
Original.
Original, because it sort of looks like original, doesn't it?
Normal.
Just normal. So we have original, we have normal, we have plain, we have, what did you say again?
I said that maybe he's ugly.
Maybe ugly. JC, any inferences about what that word might mean? Same thing. So let's read that sentence together. Yoo-hoo, crane, what is it like to be so ordinary? Yelled the peacock. Yeah, it does sort of sound like it's not a very positive thing he's saying to the crane.
I think he's him ugly was because he has all the different colors on him, and he just has dull gray leaves and feathers on him.
So you're using the pictures to compare. Yeah. That's good thinking.
It's like normal because it's like plain or
plain. And it does actually mean plain. It means very plain compared to all the fancy feathers. All right, so now that we've clarified some of that, let's hear your thinking. What are you thinking about? Can we make some inferences about what the crane is like? Or maybe what the peacock is like? Take a minute, think about what you might like to make an inference about. Think in your head. So what are you thinking, Jason? Can we look at the speaker,
peacock
please?
Is really mean, and the crane is like nice, and in the end, like he says, in the end it says, all things are special in one way.
Thank you. Any sharing, Anson? What are you thinking?
I think the crane is given a poke down.
He's feeling put down by the peacock. And what makes you, can you support your inference?
Because the peacock is showing off and saying that he's just plain and normal, not pretty as him.
Thank you. JC, any ideas? Okay. Sharon?
Same thing as Anson.
Same thing as Anson. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to do some more work with this tomorrow together. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to fill in a graphic organizer that helps us really focus our inferences. I think he did some good thinking today. I think we got the idea that the peacock wasn't very nice. He was giving a lot of put downs to the crane, and that might have made the crane feel very sad. I'm wondering what the author's message is to us. Why do you think the author might have written a story like this? What are they trying to tell us? JC?
He's trying to tell us you have to be nice to others.
Thank you. Sharon?
Be nice to everyone, even if they're different.
Thank you.